handle this discussion as far as everything. But, Mill, you come to me a lot of the times when it comes to, the business of boxing, the rules and regulations for me to explain it out. And one of the biggest things that really irked me is that the biggest content creators kept going around and triggering, and let's just call it what it is. Because if you called Nonito a duck, I'd be coming after you too. Okay. So when I sat down with Daryl Peoples, the president of the IBF, he clearly told me that the only way he would have Boots was going to be able to fight Brian Norman was if he put in a $20,000 non-refundable exception to the mandatory. Okay, this is in the rule book. You guys can all look this up. And if you want, Mill, when we're done, I'm going to send you which number so you can send it to Greg. So July 30th is when the mandatory was called, and they had 30 days to negotiate with Karen. August 14th, around that time, mid-August, is when they started reaching out to Norman's team, as far as I understand. Here's the problem. Once Karen went over to the IBF and said there's no communication, we demand an immediate purse bid. August 19th, the purse bid set. It is also in the IBF rules, and Daryl Peoples agreed to it and said, yes, you are correct. Once the date of the IBF is set, you cannot go for a unification bout. It will be denied. So what I'm saying in really layman's terms is if you were really acting on good faith, I'm not saying this is as far as Boots, because Mo, I love Boots too, right? If Eddie Hearn was acting if Eddie Hearn was acting in good faith and wanted a unification, first he would have had to put the $20,000 up to request the mandatory to be accepted. And then second, he had to have done it before the purse bid was set. Once anything after purse bid was set, you're done. So I just want that to be out there.
All right, man, let's talk about let's talk about Rachel Donaire. I'll try to clip it up before the video. The part on Greg Hackett's channel where she revealed that Eddie Hearn wasn't serious. And I keep going this wrong way every day. Where she said Eddie Hearn was not serious about making Brian Norman Jr. and Jaron Ennis. Now, I wasn't gonna dedicate a video to it. Might as well. I know we got a bunch of boxing this weekend, so I might end up posting this video. Might be Sunday, might be Monday, might be Saturday, but more likely probably Monday, depending on. You got the Tyson fight with Jake Paul. I'll cover that. Katie Taylor Serrano 2 on the undercard. Who else we got rolling around here? Oh yeah, we got the John Jones fight, and then you got the Latino Nights fight in Riyadh season this Saturday. So I probably had to rewatch some of them. I got motion going on this weekend per usual. So unless I cancel some shit, but nonetheless, but yeah, she basically said that Eddie Hearn wasn't serious about making that fight. Now, why? And hopefully I remember to clip it up. If not, just hit me up. I'll clip it up, put it in the Patreon for free. Y'all can watch it, whatever. I don't know. But nonetheless, that's a thick ass Latino chick that stay there too. Boy, she got yams. Man, I might just pull up on her one day. What you gonna do for this 40 ball? Oh man, but for some real serious shit. But yeah, she basically said that the IBF told Eddie Hearn to negotiate with to actually have formal negotiations with Brian Norman Jr. He had to pay them $20,000 non-refundable. Basically, if he make a fight with Brian Norman or Jr. or not, he had to pay that $20K to basically negotiate without his mandatory. Well, to bypass the mandatory. So Karen Turkachan was hitting IBF up, telling them that Boots and Eddie was not negotiating with them, and they want a purse bid. They ain't negotiating. They want a purse bid. Meanwhile, Eddie is telling us that he's sending offers all around the world to stay honest. to Barrios to Norman Jr. But he formally can't do that without paying the $20K to the IBF. So he never was trying to make those fights. Now, if you rewind back to after the Avanesian fight, the same Avanesian they trashed Bud for fighting, right? If you circle back to the Avanesian fight, he said that they didn't want to do a big fight after that fight. They wanted another tune-up around October, November, and then 2025 they explore bigger fights. So if you listen long enough to these guys, they will tell you the truth. I tell the truth. I'm just being out. They tell you the truth. They tell you the truth. They tell you the actual factual truth. So they were never trying to fight Ennis. Ennis was never trying to fight Norman Jr., Theonis, Barrios, because Eddie didn't put the $20K up to formally open those negotiation windows. And then he could have finessed the system. He could have been talking to Karen Chuckerchan like, okay, what y'all trying to do, what y'all want to do. He could have been negotiating with them and everybody else to see where everybody else at with it. But you know what? Them offers that he sent to them dudes, in my opinion, they wasn't concrete offers. They were willing to fight Karen the whole time. And that's my opinion on that. I'm not saying no inside information. But what she is saying is she exposed him on that live. He never paid the $20K to formally negotiate. So what he probably was trying to do was, if I'm just trying to make a case for him, he was trying to get a deal in place with them, then pay the $20K, and then do it that way. But what he should have done was keep talking to Karen Chuckerchan, keep chopping it up with him, right? Keep chopping it up with Chuckerchan, right? Acting like you negotiate with him. Then negotiate with them too. That way, if you came to a deal, you could pay the $20K, put Chuckerchan on the undercard, and then y'all worry about fighting him later. But his idea was getting boots and tune-up. He said that. That was his idea, getting boots and tune-up. He said it out his mouth. They wanted to get a nice little tune-up in October, November. That came out his own entire fucking mouth. So yeah, he was never trying to fight them dudes. And really, that's why you really don't want to get in the business and politics of it, because there's so much stuff that you don't even know that's going on. It's so much stuff that we don't even know what's going on. So much stuff you don't even know what's going on. We sit here and we act like we know, but we didn't know the IBF, you know, oh yeah, mandatory is Trump, unification Trump mandatory, but you gotta pay. And that's why I don't really understand why they give sanctioning belt bodies so much power. They can keep so much money in their pocket, bruh. I don't understand why they give them so much power. Make your own belts. Y'all ain't doing no unifications together, or doing no mandatories together. Every time they be like, okay, the champion from Matchroom got to fight, you know, the mandatory from PBC, the fight don't happen. Unless PBC is fighting up, or the other company, it's no risk to them. But if one of their fighters, they scared the risk, it ain't gonna happen on either side of it. It's a mutual agreement. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't understand. Just make y'all own network belts and fight for y'all network belts. WCW, ECW, WWEF, GA, whatever. Just do y'all own thing. Cut the sanctioning belt bodies out. You paying $20,000 to negotiate a fight that the fans want to see versus a fight that nobody want to see. How that makes sense? How that makes sense? A fight that nobody want to see. That's let you know. I told you Eddie Hearn be lying, bro. If you with Eddie Hearn, he rock with you. But the minute you ain't with Eddie Hearn, he ain't got nothing good to say about you. He ain't got nothing good to say about you. Absolutely, he don't have nothing good to say about you. Real spill, he don't have nothing good to say about your ass. That's what I was pointing out when he did an interview with Andre Ward. With Andre Ward, he started speaking bad about Devin. Eddie Hearn's a snake, bro. You gotta know you fuck with Eddie. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just, he a snake. If you with him, he ain't got nothing to good. He gon' the minute you ain't with you, he's salty. He's a fucking colonizer, bro. It ain't no different from all the other promoters. Say what you want to say about Bob. He still allowed Terrence Crawford to use the top-ranked gym when he come there. When he in Vegas, Terrence Crawford still used the top-ranked gym. It's cold as hell. This motherfucker got his sunroof open, all the windows open. Man, white people wild, man. It be cold as hell. They be out there with shorts and shit. I don't know where we was at. We was at the movies and shit. We went to the movies and my girl was like, "You see him right there?" Or I was like, "No, it's that white boy had a whole t-shirts and shorts on. It's cold as hell. Cold as hell." I'm like, damn. Man, the kids today be hot. These niggas be wearing 2-3 hoodies and shiesty masks, looking dirty and hot as hell. Kids crackheads, man. But nonetheless, yeah, he explained Rachel Donaire exposed them. That shit got quiet as hell. So a lot of niggas think it's as simple as 1 + 1, it's simple math. No, it's so much integral things that go to it. If he really was destined, if he really wanted to get a fight done, 20K, he had to pay the 20K, he didn't pay it. He told y'all straight up that they was trying to do a mandatory. I mean, they was trying to do an easy fight. One more to fight for Boost to get him back in rhythm. He said that after the Indonesian fight in the press conference. But a lot of people just hear what they want to hear. They hear what they want to hear. They want to hear. So it is what it is, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ313, Venmo CJ313, PayPal in the description. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Keep, Twitch, the whole 9. Other than that, appreciate y'all for supporting the channel. Check out the Patreon.